Hey guys, welcome back to OP SkyBlock Survival. I'm here by myself and I have not logged on to this world in months. This was something long ago that Skatem and I did. We did this back when I was still home living. I had just graduated school. I was on a bit of a break. And, oh, he made a little thing. I wanted to give a final tour of this island because I happen to be checking Discord and noticed that this will be resetting. OP SkyBlock will, and I guess it's been around for like 6 or 8 months. Probably longer than that, probably like 8 or 10 months. We've had our map here for like 6 months. So I'm not surprised that it is resetting, especially considering the newer versions of Minecraft with the advancements and stuff. A lot of any map that has like any sort of RPG aspect kind of wants to reset. So I wanted to give a final tour because I started to do work over here. I have a snippet of an episode I'm going to throw on right here. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of OpSkyblock Survival on extremecraft.net. Skatem will not be joining me directly this episode. We're going to do some building specifically on my side of the terrain to work on my house and my base, which I'm very excited to do. And we might work on a little bit of the mutual grounds between the bases as well. Also definitely possible. Like, I think we're going to tear this road up, fill it in with dirt, and work there. Skatem has done a remarkable amount of work, and his place has turned out to be pretty awesome. So we're going to leave him to work here. I know I think he's recorded another extra episode or two than I have, and that's because he's been doing so much work. And between episodes, I just covered it in grass because why the heck not? And I essentially have grew a bunch of trees and built a little tiny dock and put a welcome sign. So, of course, you know, as of I think episode 4 having been uploaded on YouTube, you can visit the island and see a bunch of spoilers. But since episode 1 has been released, it has been 3 weeks, because I think this is episode like 23. And since we started on the server, it's been 1 month. So you're seeing this episode 1 month after we started the server, and approximately 2.5 weeks since the series just started on YouTube, which means that 2.5 weeks ago you technically could log onto the server and warp here and see the progress that we have made. You'd be like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I think my house is going to be on the outside here, and it's going to be connected to this, you know, into this wall here, and then inside is this humongous room with back here with some more space, and eventually this is where it'll go underground to the vault that will meet up with Skadam and join in between, where our island levels will go, which will be a separate episode. Probably the next one we work on actually together. So in the future, this will probably be forced underground, or we'll split up who runs which will allow some expansion of the terrain here. But otherwise, I think this is just going to be updates of me building my house, building on the inside, and doing some work here and on the island. So I'm going to actually go do some work and then update you guys along the way with any surprises or anything great that happens. We'll take a quick peek here. Doesn't look like anything too special. Those are almost tempting to buy for 200,000 to change them into something else, but I think I'm going to hold off on that for now. That's also tempting for only 21,000 for that many blocks. Or 64 blocks of diamond for 200,000. That's also very tempting. I might do the math on that. That might be worth it just for the sake of our island levels. Let's see. Warp shop. We'll go pop into the world here and see if I were to sell them, and then if I were to buy them, how much it would be. Because I don't believe I see diamonds until level 10,000, which is a long way away. So if we're going to get any more diamonds, it's going to be from completing quests, but we only have one big one left to complete. So basically a stack is 16,000, and I could buy a stack for 32,000. So let me think about what that would be. So if I buy it for 32, and I sell for, I buy for 32, and I sell for 64. I'll have to see what that is, and I'll do the math, and if I have that for next time for the vault episode, great. If not, also great. I can just go do some AFK time at the iron spawner and make a whole bunch more money. But I'm going to head back, do some work, and I'll update you guys after. And then I never got back on. I literally started to move, kind of lost interest, and ended up doing a couple other things like Tornado Survival when I did move and play Minecraft. But I really haven't touched Minecraft since then, and I just wanted to hop on. So I'm really kind of sad now looking at this that I won't be able to finish because, man, this looks beautiful. And to think this is a SkyBlock survival world. Of course, we could buy these blocks with money, but we still had to earn the money, and it's this is pretty crazy. This would have been a really neat base. I really like the idea, and I have still yet to see anyone else do an island on here and tried to make their island look like an actual Minecraft world. Um, I think that's a really unique idea to do for Skyblock, and I'm really excited to do some more of that in the near future, because I'm sure I'm going to play more Skyblock. Whether or not it's OP SkyBlock when it restarts, probably not. Well, at some point I'm going to play more. So I really like this idea of making a natural world in the Skyblock, because that is a serious challenge to do, to make the natural terrain. So this was my area. I had about a quarter of the island, if not closer to, actually this is a quarter of the island to build my own area. I was going to build a little house right here, and it is, because I'm not doing anything, it's my first time on, it's trying to get me to do the tutorial, so we're going to ignore that. And yeah, I just never really built the house, and we kind of had lined our island up with this giant thingamabob around the edge. This was the edge of our property, so we basically are touching other people's islands, but as we can see by running around and having locked in the entire thing, I don't see any of the islands next to us. All the people next to us, I believe, are rather inactive, and oh, we never finished it over there. I swore we did, but I guess we didn't. Okay. We basically got spawners, which are worth a lot, of each and every mob in the game, or a passive mob. We almost got all of the actual mobs, you know, the aggressive ones too. We have 4 beacons to get out like our max stuff here. I just want to click through all these chests. Because I was a donator, we had all this extreme kit stuff. And a lot of this stuff we ended up selling, unless it was a basic material. Basic building material we were using to build. We ended up selling it because you could make the money then to buy other things. Because a lot of this wasn't gathered, although these all were gathered from our machine over there. I'll show in a second. Yeah, that's why we built the base of the platforms with sandstone, because they were so crucial and so abundant that it was better than using cobblestone. Let's see here, nether stuff, mob drops. Yeah, we had a good blaze farm going at some other places. Potion makings, all these enchanted books we got from fishing. We had a fish farm, all that food from our basically harvesting that stuff, and then all this iron. A lot of this iron in redstone we got from farms, like the iron golem and witch farms. I don't remember where we actually bought the other stuff at. Oh yeah, you actually just would rarely get them to pop up while mining there. That's right. Of course, we basically built automatic farms for all this stuff and tried to farm everything for money at the start before we found other people's islands to go to. This was just really fun because we didn't understand all of the interactions with other things, with other people. All these spawners we had, we were going to build traps for all these spawners, which was awesome. Yeah, basically visiting other people's islands. This was all stuff to sell on the market. Yeah, look at all this good stuff. Visiting all those other people's islands, and you could use them to interact. Interesting. Someone seemed to have gave us something into our hopper. So we had this was like our first build was a cactus farm, because that was one of the achievements in the game. It had like an internal achievement system to earn money and just to check everything off, which I think was yeah, /C for challenges. So we completed all of these. I believe we completed them all. Now, we didn't do all of them as many times as you could, because that's a little insane. But we did do all of them. So we had farms over here for all this good stuff, basically farms for everything. This was the fish farm over here, because we were going to try and build a town and basically make buildings for each of these crops, which would have made it look really nice. Let's see, what else do we have over here? So we basically had probably 1/4 of the island undeveloped, because we couldn't go out too much farther in this direction. It's basically to that, but we had space on the other side of our zombie farm over there down to here. So we did have a little bit of space still to develop to develop the town more and make some more like wilderness stuff over here. I think what we're originally going to do was move all of the animals and all the farms along the back section, and then do a row of houses here, and then that way we could expand our properties a little bit. We even got all of these villagers to trade with, as that was an achievement, and we got our zombie spawner in there. this was Skadam's really ingenious design right here to farm a bunch of stuff, whole bunch of good stuff in there. You'd basically stand right here and you'd right click and you'd run across and mine everything all the way to the end. And of course, because I had these VIP ones, you get crazy efficiency, so it's happening super fast, and crazy fortune. It's awesome. Goes in the hoppers, automatically fills in the chest. So yeah, that was that. Down below here, I believe we had our vault, which was something we had to do. So what you saw in the chest was just a tiny glimpse of what we actually had. A lot of people's islands, specifically in this version, would end up as just built out of diamonds, because that's how you get your island level up. And when I logged on, I'm sure it's not going to show up. But I can see that Skatem has actually done a lot of work on the server, and I think he has... yeah, we've had 9 deaths total, but we're almost to 2720, which I think might give us another section. I don't know. Okay, so we're yellow now on our score. But you can see people are basically ranked, and some people have insane levels because their entire platform, multiple floors, would be made out of diamond. So this was our way to hide that and still keep the natural terrain on top to kind of make a prettier island than everyone else, but also still get insanely high island levels for the achievements and just to store these blocks because it was getting a little insane. But man, it's crazy how much we had. And I see that he spent time getting a lot more diamond to up our levels. So Skatem, go check out his channel if you want to see some more episodes of this. I know he knows as well, and I'm planning on, I don't know, I guess he's going to maybe get on and give a tour too, because I know he also finished building his house, which now we're going to go tour. That was what I was saving for last. So while I wasn't actually getting on building this, he stayed on and kept building and did a bit more work. So we'll now show his giant house, which I was going to build. You know, I have more natural terrain. Was going to build a smaller house and then have a lot of space inside of that mountain. He went on the outside version, but of course he's a much better builder than I am. Like, look at this beautiful SkyBlock world. We can go start by walking in this door here. Actually, let's go down in the basement. What does he have down here? Because I want to tour this, we're going to open it up. Oh, so he was making a little shop, and I see what this is. He was basically making a warp point where people would come in here to the shop and could buy these eggs that we were getting from various things and could buy whatever we had of extra, and that's how he was making the money, probably to buy the diamonds and do some other stuff. And here's some more space under his terrain that he built, so he was going to obviously build down here. But the reason why this door is here was to trap people so they couldn't actually come into the town, but they could just teleport right into the shop, which is super awesome. Okay, it's okay. This world's resetting anyway. No one's gonna, they can't grief. Man, he did interior design. Of course, not every single room, but he did a pretty sweet job of all of this decorating. I mean, like, he put a lot of time into these details. Man, he's got, holy cow, look at this. I didn't realize he had played so much. Him and I haven't talked as much recently because he's been doing an internship, and of course, since I moved, I'm no longer right down the street from him. But this is awesome. This was all on a Sky Factory world. All this, we actually had that sugarcane farm, so it was probably easy to make these books as I fall through the floor. Yeah, his enchanting room in there. That's a really neat way to disguise the enchantment room. This is really nice. Let's keep going down. Oh, he doesn't have anything. What's in here? Oh, just a little staircase room. And I'm not sure the details of the reset. Obviously, the map is going to reset, but and the island levels thus will, because everyone will start with a new island. But I'm not sure if the MCMMO levels are going to reset. I don't remember how to do this. Help. MC stats. That's right. It's been a long time. So they're all of mine. I know Skatem is probably much higher than that. Inspect Skatem. Wow. Yeah. Look at that. Oh no. Oh no. Has he just not been on in a while and it's not loaded up? But either way, I know he's got a lot more than me. He always did. I beat him that once by doing a bunch of mining and farming, and I had a few other things like the acrobatics that caught up on him. But he always beat me. We were always in that competition. Here's the porch, which I think monsters can spawn up here, so this should probably be lit up. But yeah, look at the little shelf in the window. Look at these details. I didn't realize, I knew Skatem had started to get really good in building, but I actually like this building. Usually I hate on his building, as you remember from Avius, because he would always, like, this actually looks good to me, because he would always put, like, trying to make, instead of having just solid gray floor, he'd put like 12 different random blocks down that were all kind of gray to like try and make it detailed, and that would always drive me crazy. So I was always hating on his building, but he didn't do it in this one, and this looks like really awesome. So we still had to do these rooms, bathroom and the guest room. Oh, this is really neat. I don't know if these are supposed to be open and it's kind of like a courtyard here. I think it is, connecting these two rooms. Or if that was how it was. Oh yeah, it looks like it's a little unfinished. Actually, no, there's just a cloud here. We can't see it. I should probably turn those off. Look at all those vote keys he has. I have a bunch of vote keys too, but of course they're kind of useless now with the reset. Oh no. Because again, if we keep our MCMO levels, it would be kind of interesting. But again, we're not anywhere in competition with the other people, so it doesn't matter. I mean, I think it's going to be a clean reset. Obviously, I'll keep my donation perk, so it'll give us a head start if we were to play again. But that's not the case. I guess he was maybe making that his master bedroom over there. Unless it's upstairs. Oh, it was upstairs. He just... Okay, this needs to disappear. Yeah, he just hadn't built it yet. So he was probably going to leave this as like an overhang and leave that as a nice walkway in between. I do like these up and downs on the stairs. Very cool. You can get out on the roof here. Very well done. Awesome. So this was a pretty sweet house he built. And again, remember, this is all skyblock. We literally started with a tree. We had a little bit more because of the one we picked. It had a little bit of stone underneath of it, along with some like grass on top. But that was about it. He does have a little water underneath of there. Very cool. So that was it. I wanted to give this tour. I had that extra clip on my computer forever. I'm just meaning to throw in somewhere. Wanted to show this off and to remember it because we put a ton of time into this and it was a lot of fun. And I'm only half sad to see this go. I'm sad that I didn't finish that because like now I've got some inspiration for it, but I just know it's not really worth it at the moment. So it is what it is. Oh, there's our giant pyramid of stuff. Oh God. What a way to end. Add that to 10 deaths. No, we're going to make it back up to the top. But that's going to be it for this series. I'll be closing out this playlist. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. See you next time.